KDP, that's what you're going to upload your interior and your cover to. It's Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. It doesn't mean it's just Kindle. That's just what they call it. This is the most popular way to self-publish a book, and you can do it for free, which is what I've been walking you through here. They give you a free ISBN number, but that just means you can only publish it through their platform. You can't take it anywhere else to Barnes & Noble and have it published, or Ingram Spark. It has to stay there, which is completely fine if you're just doing this as a hobby and it's fun as a family. That's the way to go. They do have marketing tools on there if you would like to get into Amazon ads and how you promote your book, but that does cost money. This is the simplest that I've found, though, in order to self-publish as a family. This is the simplest route. They do have a wide market. It is global. It's the most profitable print on demand that I've found, so you get the most money back when a book sells. Again, it's perfect for school, for legacy projects, hobbies. You can publish for free. You need a 24-page minimum for a paperback and a 76-page minimum if you want a hardcover. I had said before, you need to set up your Kindle Direct Publishing account. If you already have an Amazon account, mom, dad, this is easy to do. Your kids can publish under your account because you're in control of that and everything. You'll need a credit card on file. This is what it looks like. Basically, you can just search KDP sign up account. And this is where we're getting to. Within your KDP account, you have a bookshelf, a reports, a community, and a marketing. So this is your bookshelf. This is all of the books that you have, and they're all listed here for you. If you're ready to create a new title, you would click Create New Title or Series. You're going to create the paperback. You'll want to put the book title here. So think of your title, whatever that may be. I'm calling it Sample 8x5 times 8x5 book, paperback book. Everyone recommends that you have a subtitle as well. If you're not really interested in marketing this online, you don't need to worry about that. But down the line, if you really wanted it to be able to be found very easily by or easier by other people, you would want a keyword-rich subtitle, which just means things that people are looking for. So if you're making a book on how to train your dog, you would want some keywords there that people would actually search if they were looking for a children's book on how to train your dog, like a book for first-time puppy owners, a book for children to learn how to train their dog. Something here that would be keyword rich that people would actually be searching a lot. If you have a series, you can actually make a series as well. If this book that you're making right now turns into a series, you can always add that later. No big deal. I don't worry about the edition. There's not an edition. This is the first edition, and that's optional. Primary author, so you'll want to write down the author name. Now this is also where you can actually create a pen name. So maybe you don't want your kid's actual name out on the internet. Create a pen name. Maybe I called my daughter's Miss Natalie. So I just put Miss Natalie here. And call it Miss Sample. Miss Sample, because it's my sample book. And then if there's other contributors, like maybe there's an illustrator, you can put Mr. We'll do Mr. Sample. Maybe call him Mr. Sam Sample. You get the idea. And then you can add others as you go. This is your description box. So what is your story about? You need to write down, what is this going to be about? It's about, this is actually a great spot for your family to do some work on writing descriptions, using descriptive words. Everybody in the family could write their own description, and you could kind of combine them all together to figure out what would I want to write as a description that would best describe this book and make somebody want to read it. So that's where your description would go. You can just type all that up, and let me show you what that looks like over here. If we went to Amazon, this is my husband's book, Daddy Overdid It. He had to get in on the fun as well. Choose the paperback here. Here is his description right here. An inventor dad, outrageous gadgets, giggles guaranteed. When dad decides to help, things get hilariously out of hand. Baby feeding robots, rocket-powered derby cars, even a supercharged vacuum that sucks up everything, including the dog. But when the whole town loses power, can his wacky ideas actually save the day? And then you can put who's it for. You can put at the bottom if you've enjoyed these other books that are kind of similar, you might enjoy this book. That's where your description goes. I will walk you through in later videos how to make A+ content. That's what this is here, where it just shows a little bit more about the book, tells about the publisher, all of that, how you put that on a page. There's my husband, and then obviously down here all of your different reviews for that. So your description, you want to put that you own the copyright. So if you've made the pictures, your family's made the pictures, you own the copyright. That is yours. You didn't even have to apply for that copyright. Now you can, if you have a book that you really, really want to market and have it for the long run, you know, out there in the world, different bookstores and such, then maybe you would want to purchase an actual copyright. But I don't buy the copyrights for my kids' books when they're really little, like my 7-year-old when she made her graphic design book and put pictures of our dog in it. I didn't need to do that. That was fine. No explicit material, reading ages. So pick what do you think the youngest would be? What do you think the oldest would be that would enjoy this book? Your primary marketplace will be Amazon. Choose your categories. So with your categories, what does it fit into? This is a children's picture book. Maybe my book's going to be about a dog. Maybe it's a fairy tale. So I'm going to say that this book I just made is about a dog in a fairy tale. She's a princess, because that's what actually one of my kids' books was about, their picture books. And it was European. So I would add that as one of my categories. If I want to add another category, this is just so people can find your book better. Maybe it is also, we'll do children's book. Maybe it's also humorous. It's really funny and just a general funny. And then maybe it's also, again, children's book. It's about nature. I don't know, maybe let's just pretend, just so you can see. And nature and flowers and plants. Whatever, just however it actually seems to fit mostly with your book is what you'll want to choose. It is not a low content book. So a low content book would be like a journal or a planner. All the pages are pretty much the same. That would not be what this children's book is. But if you do make a journal, that's what you would want to select. It is not a large print book. Now, keywords. These are things that people would search for in order to find your book. Like if this was about a princess puppy, I would say a silly princess puppy in medieval times. Story, bedtime story about a dog living in a castle. Anything that you think people would search in order to find your book, your specific book. That's what you would want to put here. And you'd want all of those filled in. You get up to 50 characters per line. Use them all if you can. Use them all. Your publication date and your release date are the same, which means you could release it for now, or you could schedule it for later. Or was it previously published? It's not. You're just publishing it, so it's the same. You could release it right now for sale, which means as soon as they approve it, it usually takes about 72 hours for them to go through and make sure your book is okay, all of your margins and everything are okay. Then you can release it. It'll release immediately, or you can schedule it. So I like to schedule it because it gives me time. If I always go back and want to change something. So I schedule it, and then I pick just a date. I don't know. I'm going to pick December 1st at this point. And go from there. Save and continue. Oh, description, please do that. Okay. Book about dog princess. Again, you would write something much better. Just trying to walk you through this. Saving, okay. This is where you'll get your free ISBN. You'll say assign this ISBN. Now, if you had your own ISBN, which you would have to purchase, again, I can walk you through that in a different video, you would type the number in here and then put your publisher imprint. So it'll ask you where you buy the ISBN from, myidentifiers.com. It'll ask the publisher, and you can create whatever that, it might just be your name, that's fine. That's where ours is, Homespun Stories Press. But for now, we're just going to assign me a free one. And you can only distribute it through Amazon and their partners, or you can print it yourself and then get author copies and then sell it at markets or craft shows or something like that. We do that. The kids enjoy that. It's great for public speaking, by the way. Assign an ISBN. Oh, there's my ISBN number. This is the imprint. So it'll just say independently published on there. Okay, what kind of book? Is it black and white with cream paper, white paper, standard color, premium? I said before, always choose premium. If you're making a picture book, you want the best of the best for the color and the paper. This is where you select your size. I need to select a different size. So I go here, click, put that in there. Bleed and no bleed. So I always choose bleed with a picture book. If I know all of my illustrations are definitely going to be inside those margins, then I could click no bleed. The color would not bleed to the edge of the pages, but some of the pages I like a full spread and the color goes all the way to the edge. So I just always click bleed. Do you want the cover to be a matte finish or a shiny, glossy finish? So that you would just need to choose one of those. This is where you upload. So you'll upload your manuscript. So if you have a manuscript, downloads, you would upload that. And it takes a while. Let me show you one that I've already uploaded. And then with the cover creator as well, you don't have to do the cover creator. We've created a cover in Canva, and that was a PDF that we already printed. We downloaded, so let me show you that. Okay, here are the files that I uploaded for my Nature Tells a Story book. Uploaded the manuscript, so that's all of our interior pages. Uploaded the cover. Yes, my cover has a barcode. You would not select this, so make sure that's unchecked so Amazon can put that barcode on for you. Did you use AI tools in creating the text, the images, or the translation of your book? So did you use AI in any of this? No, I did not. You will have to answer that for yourself. They don't punish you or anything if you did use AI. They just want to know if you did. Always preview your work. So we're going to launch the previewer so you can see what does the book actually look like, and it'll show you the margins, what's going to be cut off. And it takes a while. Okay, It's a quality check, so they're just checking all the quality. This is the barcode that I made to put on here, and it has the price in here. So yours probably won't have a price if they make one for you. That's fine. So this is the cover. It's just showing you where your spine is going to be. Everything in the red will stay. Everything outside of the red, there's a good chance it'll be cut off. Again, this is your first page, right? It's on the right-hand side. It's your first page. And you can just scroll through. Here's your copyright page. And I'll talk about what do you put on a copyright page. It can be as simple as copyright with the letter C in the circle, the year, and your name, and all rights reserved. It can be as simple as that, really. And if you're doing this as a hobby, something just in your homeschool, that would really be all you need. But what's nice about this, you can actually see your book ahead of time. You can see what needs to change. Maybe you didn't realize your picture was too close to the edge, and you'll be able to see that. Once you get all the way through it, I'm just going to click through it so we can get to the end. Oh, didn't mean to zoom that in. Hold on. Okay, and this is my last page. Then once you're approved, you click that. Good to go. It's trying, it's thinking. It's a long day. Okay. And then you can click save